Hello, gamers. Hello, noobs. With me is the first guest of the series, first pick of this tourney, one of the three champions on the side, winner of 3 consecutive tourneys, MVP of the tourney 3, 2 times captain and 3 times vice captain, and current moderator Maxi.
Hello, guys. Yeah, you summed up that pretty well, but I only won 2 tourneys, not 3.
No, you won third, fourth, and fifth.
No, I didn't win 4th tourney.
You
I got
sure?
2nd place and 4th. Yeah, it's fine though. I appreciate it. Yeah, hello. Okay, so now we have a pick by Tanner that
Oh
I would
yeah,
never make as any role. He off-picks both hammers. I mean, you might have to want that pick in your range, but especially if you're a new player, I would try to avoid stuff like that.
Alright, so let's see what we have here. So Slog is playing.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
a pretty mixed lobby.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen Basic play, to be frank. He's obviously from SH. I've never seen him play Avalon.
I mean, he's kind of raw, but he's not bad at the games, so.
Let's. This is a strange one. I always dislike ones like this. They're so loud. 1.2, what the hell?
I mean, 1.2 is basically telling Tanner that K-Wizard is res. So
Yeah,
Tanner should think that K-Wizard is res if basic is res.
Oh, those ones are very PR-ish.
I mean, yeah. 1.2 is also kind of strong. It's kind of hard to watch Avalon without a raw perspective, but yeah, I would generally not suggest to do 1.1 because I mean, if you're a spy, why not? But
Manu actually always says it. If 1.1 off picks 1.4 and he's a spy. This is the thing he always does.
all right.
So 1.5. What's the pick here? It's probably.
Good question. Because K-Bizzle is saying there's a spy in Strom and Basic, right? And Basic Nerd off pick Sander and Tanner.
This is a
the thing is, if you like Basic Nerd and Tanner's unlikely spy team, right? Because of 1.2. So if you pick Strom here, you're basically calling left hand side basic, but then K-Bizzle's M1 is wrong.
You think Tana and Basic
Which
is unlikely
means
from 1.1?
Hmm?
You think Tana and Basic is unlikely from 1.1?
From 1.2.
Oh, 1.2. Yeah, okay, yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, there's like players who do stuff like that, and you always try to make assumptions. Players not doing that. Oh, Xenorg is off picking.
Holy he's picking 1.3, by the way.
Yeah.
Pick from Slug Spew.
I mean, I would probably just have unpicked Slog, to be honest. Because even if it's wrong, you can recover from that and keep Marin candidacy. I don't know, man. Xander loves to on-pick 1.4, but off-pick 1.5.
He just 1.5 is very interesting. And he just has... Oh,
I mean, it's fine.
It's completely okay. I just think that he would maybe accuse...
I mean, 1.5 is not that bad. The thing is, you kind of want to avoid picking people who hammer blocked you, unless they are really res by 1.4.
Add. So, I wonder who K-Bizzle adds here. I don't expect anyone to accuse, those games where everyone adds them to you, and for example, if 1.5 unpicks 1.4, and then everyone adds.
I mean, I would generally advise not to pick 1.4 as 1.5.
Yeah. But this seems like a very similar situation, because 1.4 will be adding someone
Yeah,
to
correct.
1.5.
Yeah, you basically you're basically risking a lot. Like you, if 1.4 is res, you risk unmurling them very hard.
And he
Especially,
asks Xander.
oh, well, it's clean. The add to that, it's probably slog, isn't it? That's why I said I would just pick slog.
Well, the thing is, I always wonder if you want to be added to that, why do you off pick?
I mean, yeah, like off picking is kind of shedding, but the thing is, I can understand it because, like, if he thinks K Bizzle and Basic Nerd are too res, if he unpicks Basic Nerd, and one could be accused, especially by Slog Tanner, because Basic Nerd off-picked Xanderhawk, right? Who was 1.5 hammer. So people might accuse that M1 and pick Basic Nerd and K Bizzle, and then M2 might be dirty. I don't hate 1.5 that much.
Yeah, that's a good point. Strom would be accusing for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think the add to M2 is probably sloggable. That's why I said I would just pick sloggable in M1, but I mean Tenna is probably not the ad. If Tenna is the ad, then probably basic is Merlin or some shit. Like 1.2, like if it's zigzag, then 1.2 is very strong. Because the rest is K Bizzle. But yeah. It would be nicer to watch games from one perspective.
The first chat in the game about the actual game.
Well, not much. I mean, when I see a lobby like this, M2 I would assume that M2 is overfloating.
Always
But yeah.
floating?
No, not always. Overfloating. Like
Yeah, Frank, I just another solo reject. In before it's sluggable antenna. Solo raging and freeze for info.
Slog Tanner could be a possible spy team, I don't disagree. Yeah, that's very possible. Then K Bizzle is probably Merlin. Right? Yeah.
Basic to Tana and Xander of picking 2 Merlins. Let's go.
So basic sees me on M3 and is like, nah, I can't get a mission pass without Strom.
He doesn't know what to pick.
I mean, if Strom is a spy with Tana, then this is a fair try to get anything for the
Yeah, of course.
assassination.
If M2 is clean and you're a spy here, you try to grasp for any information what the combat could be.
Xander knows.
Good players will know, especially like if they are PRs, to mislead you, try to mislead you in a way. But like, if you are a strong player, if you, for example, like you play in a lobby and you are a spy with a very strong player, and the 4 res are like weaker players, and M2 is clean, you try everything to get information by rejecting M3s and trying teams out and seeing who could be personable to who. And with chat, for example, if you're Morgana, trying to get people to ask for your team or something. Yeah.
That's a very cool tactic. I always love to do it. And then
I mean, yeah, it's pretty shameless, but yeah.
if it works, the
I mean,
Merlin after the
in like high elo lobbies, it won't work that much because people know what they're doing.
yeah.
And if M2 succeeds, well, I don't think this is clean.
At this meme team bottom.
I mean, it could be, but nah. This is not clean. I really hope M4 fails, so we get an exciting game. Oh, 10 off apps. It's clean.
So it is.
Wait.
It's Strom and.
Oh, Sluggable
Anna?
is waiting to assassinate. I'm
Strom and
shooting
Slog?
Xander and Basic Nerd.
Yep.
Oh, it's Zigzag, right?
Keep it Zigzag.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, 1.4, like every pick, but 1.1 is very strong.
Yeah, 1.1 is, this is this kind of pick that is gonna really fuck up every other pick. If 1.4 and 1.5.
Yeah, but then Basic Nerd's pick like tells Tanner that Cabus is res, right?
Oh yeah, 1.2 is very strong.
Yeah, 1.2 is very strong. 1.4. Well, the thing about 1.4 is it's asking to pick Sloggable, right? Because if you are Xander Hockseed, right? You see 1.1, you see Tanner off pick you and Cabizzle. And if you are 1.5, you generally want to pick a M1 that makes M2 likely clean. Right? Because you're basically picking what 1.4 asks you for.
So
unless you think they are a spy, you're just letting them fail M2. But yeah, in that case, 1.4 is asking for Slog to be picked.
So just to make it clear, so Basic Nerd is off picking Xander with Tanner.
Mm-hmm.
And Cabizzle is 1.4, so Xander should be thinking about M2, and M2 is always going to have Cabizzle.
Correct.
So from his POV, after Cabizzle off picks Slog and Tanner,
Slog should be picked.
Yeah, because Tanner was off pick with us.
Yeah. If you follow him once, like if you have any player reads or you have PR information, for example, and you think it's better to see another mission, why not pick it? But like if you would follow him once, like the Bible, you would pick Sloggable for 1.5. Because 1.4 is telling you to pick Sloggable. Because Tanner off-picked you with Cabizzle, and now Cabizzle off-picks Tanner with Sloggable, which is saying you should pick Slog. So 1.5 is a strong pick. I have no clue who Merlin is, to be honest. It's probably not Tanner. I mean, I would just unmerlin 1.1. If I was a spy, like shooting and into clean games is very hard.
Yeah, especially because every other pick was so strong after 1.1.
Yeah, every other pick was really strong. Beside 1.4, I mean, I would probably not shoot Cabizzle. I would probably shoot Xander Hawk and Basic Nerd, which is basically what Slog said.
I'll highlight their chat.
There's also the possibility that Cabizzle is Merlin and doesn't know what he's doing with 1.4. He's basically asking for Slog to be picked. But yeah.
I don't remember how fast did he pick 2.5.
2.5, he picked it instantly. Let's see. There's a lot of possible combos.
Those trumps. And a Percival to Basic and Strom. No, I don't think it's.
I mean, 1.5 is the game-winning pick, so you might shoot it. But
do we feel like we?
The thing is, who is Percival to Xander Hawk? If you think about it.
Probably only Cabizzle.
I mean,
Strom off picks Basic with Cabizzle, then he off picks like the other two people.
I mean, I have no clue, to be honest, to win this game is. If I was in Sluggable seat, I would be really annoyed what happened this game. Because you really got fucked by 1.5. And you're like you always have in mind that there's the possibility that one rest just hard carried or went on a read, and you lose.
Yeah, that's the worst feeling. And Merlin just sits, doesn't do anything, and Raz goes crazy. He slams clean and says, approve. It gets solo rejected and he goes again in M5. I love games like that, but they are so frustrating as fuck.
I mean, M2 clean games are just annoying. I mean, as res, you win most of the time. But yeah, if you're a spy, they're just annoying.
My friend, like I remember years ago, we had this thing that when M2 was clean, he just shoot 2.5. It was surprisingly effective, to be frank. 80% of the time they shot Merlin. That's so long ago. So who do they want to shoot actually? This Tana doesn't pick 1.4. They're thinking about Tana? Well, if it's Tana, then holy fuck. It's so unlikely that the game would go in this direction if Tana's Merlin.
Yeah, I think so too. Like 1.5 is shitting on Strom's face.
Definitely. Seems like a very calculated pick.
I mean, he picked it pretty quickly, to be fair. I think he might be Merlin. I mean, Xanderhawk does some cringe shit as Merlin every time he thinks he can frame people when he can't.
But is he framing anyone with this 1.5?
Yeah, he's framing
K-Basil.
K-Basil.
Yeah, K-Basil.
Yeah, he's framing K-Basil. But like, if you want to frame K-Basil, I would just unpick Basic Nerd.
Like
I don't
at
know.
that point, he doesn't know that Strom is Morgana. He can't know that.
Yeah, you can't know that, but still. Even if Strom is Assassin, then Tana is K-Basil's Raz. Yeah, you're right. But then you know that Basic and Tana are not two spies from 1.2, or you are 99% sure that they are not.
1.5 is a very good
I mean, I would probably just shoot Xanderhawk here. 1.5 is like game winning.
Yeah, because if he's not Merlin, then well, the rest carried the game.
Yeah.
If it's
I would shoot Xander and go next. And I'll think about who Percival might be.
the second person to shoot would be Basic.
Yeah, probably.
He has 3.2. I always like to look at M3. Merlins, especially new Merlins, they tend to have a very hard time playing M3 with clean M2.
Picking logical M3s, yeah. Well, I'm hoping spies are missing.
Xanders is from your team, right?
Yeah. and he's in my fantasy, so
Oh,
I have high hopes.
my fantasy has 0 points.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You didn't pick me. I'm sad.
Wait a second. Which pick were you? Oh, you were the first
Oh,
pick.
round 1, you picked Arm, which
Yeah,
is
I
like
picked Arm.
a reasonable pick. I'll say that.
Usually there's this thing that if missions are very short, then assassination tends to be incredibly long.
Yeah, of course, because you try to find a grasp
Yeah,
what could have happened that game. Like you try to work everything out in your mind, what could be the PR combo and if it makes sense or not. But like most of the time it's just you assume one thing, what happened, and then it's wrong. So but yeah, that's
and you know,
because
it's funny.
like in a game like this you have much less information, right? If like
Yeah.
M2 fails, M3 fails, and you have have a good Morgana who knows how to Merlin hunt correctly, then you can narrow down Merlin candidates to 50-50 like most of the time, even if not better. And then assassinations tend to be kind of quick because you go like through the combos, you PR people, and then you're like, all right, I believe this combo is more likely, I'll shoot it. But if it's a game like this, like I said, I don't fucking know what the combo could be. It could be basically everything. And then you go through the combos and you are like, okay, does this make sense? Does this make sense?
And you know,
Normally I just prefer to shoot the pick that wins the game. And that would be 1.5. So I'd probably shoot Xander, even though I would not be sure if I was even correct. I mean, Sluggerville's also on my fantasy team. I will definitely get points this game. Let's fucking go.
that's beautiful. 2 games. Like, how many games do you have on your fantasy? Let me check. Zero score. Games played 0. Games played 2 actually. Wait a second, I have 4 points. Never mind. By the way, it's often that when the games are very long, then the assassination is incredibly short.
Yeah, of course, that's what I just said.
Like, this is funny.
Yeah. I mean, I love stats. You should make like a chart or like a graph where you can see how long the game takes and how long the assassination takes. It would go in different directions.
Hey, it sounds like a fun idea.
I mean, yeah, you have to ask Prone up. He might have all the stats. But yeah. I mean, I'm very happy we included the assassination timer like 2 turns or 3 turns ago.
Yeah, I was just
I remember
searching
like
for the
Tourney
time.
to where OGN and Strom discussed for like 1.5 hours to shoot, and then they
Jesus.
fucking shoot wrong. It was so fucking funny, man. Strom was like discussing with OGN legitimately for the like first 20 minutes, and then Strom was like going AFK, and Strom was like, "This guy's Merlin," and he was right. And then
Oh.
OGN talks for like 1 more hour, and someone's like, "I still think this guy's Merlin." Who was Merlin? And then OGN was like, "Nah,
Jeez.
I don't think it's him." Then Strom was like, "Okay, I don't care anymore."
That's the
Just shoot.
worst feeling. That's the worst feeling. When you
Yeah.
push, when you have Merlin or you think you have Merlin and you push for the shot and the other person also kind of has
Then you
his,
miss.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you miss. Like, I've been on the both sides. Like, I was the one telling to shoot Merlin, I was the one pushing for my raid. So I know the feeling really well, and obviously too.
I mean, I prefer to push on my read. But yeah.
Yeah, same. It also depends who I'm shooting with.
Yeah, obviously.
By the way, I was looking for the timer on the shots, and I don't think it was
30 minutes.
basic.
So,
It's
well, you can
basic.
see when did Mission 4 succeed. Well, it should be
Around
till
50.
39, which is like 15 more minutes.
50. They made literally 0 progress. Tom has access?
Yeah, Tom is streaming because there's no tourney mode.
Oh.
He's basically streaming the game. Be right back. All right, we are back. But yeah, I like you're recording the games, but like games tend to be more interesting if you know if you have a perspective and like can talk about well the role and stuff you should be able to do.
That's true.
Like from a spectator POV, it's like very difficult to figure out stuff because you like
Life
Avalon is a
keeps
pretty
so
complex
fluid.
game. You basically are a VT, but you don't know you are a VT because you're looking at 6 players. You have no information, and yeah, and
There's 15 players.
four people in the game have information.
Yep. So what's the story of your team name? Devastating Assassins.
Well, it's Dev.
Was there like a conversation, or did he just say?
No, someone came out with it and we decided, yeah, sounds cool.
I'm the only team without "da," by the way.
Without what?
The only team without "da." Every other team has like the Gatherers, the Walker
Oh, okay,
Juniors.
yeah, well, yeah, we are special, and we are winning this tournament. I'll say that much.
Let's go.
All right.
Are they shooting?
Oh, well then. Oh, they might shoot Xander, actually. Well, I
Is it-
GM
Xander Hawk, but
Oh yeah, I will GM Zonderhawk as well if I can. Like, can you do this if you're not in the tournament VC?
I can do it because I'm a mod.
that's that's convenient. By the way, so far, both games won by spies. Let's see if this game is another spy win. By the way, this is the third game that Strom is playing today.
Yeah,
Man,
he's doing a strong day.
Strom day. Is he gonna play every single game? 5 games?
It would be funny.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he would be
I could look at
responsible.
their team chat, but I'm not gonna because that would be unfair. I only look when they ping me.
You heard that, guys. K Bissell just went, fuck it. I'm going home.
Well, now they have 10 minutes left. 11 minutes. Oh, God. Just miss, bro. Come on. You're not shooting Merlin.
From what I remember, Slug is a pretty good assassin. Like, every single time I'm playing the game and he specs, he DMs me if I'm Merlin. Like, it's scary.
I mean, yeah, Slog has good reads. He's a good player.
Damn. I'm like, I don't want to play
He's,
with this guy if I'm Merlin.
yeah.
I
And
mean,
he,
you're the same, by the way.
like,
You fucking know my Merlin.
I mean, I played a lot with a lot of people. So I know their tendencies as roles. Some people then can disguise it better than others. But yeah.
This is a very hard assassination. They pretty much
I
don't have
mean,
anything hard.
they're trying to find a grasp which makes sense and then try to shoot on it. It's what you do if M2 is clean.
Have to go
But yeah,
half pigs.
1.2 and 1.5 are definitely the strongest pigs. And I would shoot in the two of them, Xandork and Basic, which Slug directly said at the beginning of Assassination, which like the right assumption.
Do you know what would Tom do in this scenario? Because this is a 50-50.
What would he do?
What would Tom do?
What would Tom do? Yeah, tell me.
I mean, you would just fucking shoot one of them and go next. This assassination would take like 3 seconds.
I mean, Tom got better manners. He's not insane anymore.
Good old times.
Yeah, I remember when he instat outed Percival in the tourney game.
That person.
Tom, you're trash if you're listening to this.
Nine more minutes.
Well, Strom wants Xanderhawk. So I guess I pray he's in Merlin, but I think he is, so...
And Slog is saying spin the wheel. Who is the guy who started the spin the wheel, by the way? I remember.
Wang, it's Wang.
It's Wang. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was Wang. Spinning the wheel. Man, playing with Wang when she's drunk is like a huge roller coaster.
Yeah. But she's readable.
I mean, I have problems reading her because she always shouts that she's res, so I kind of.
I mean, yeah, but like there's nuances if you know how to read her. I love being at Percival because I fucking know if she's Merlin or if she's Morgana like pretty early.
It's really cool to play Percival when you actually can read Merlin question marks. You're like the game is very solvable then.
I mean, yeah, and it makes it very difficult for Spice to shoot, obviously.
Oh, this is the thing. So Strom wants to shoot Xander, and Strom wants to shoot basic.
All right, here we go. Slot gonna carry or not?
Holy moly!
He was right. Well,
carried.
Slog carried the fucking game.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, I mean,
It was Tana, a PR pick of 1.1.
well, he picked 2 VTs.
Okay.
I guess fine.
All right, so I guess this is it.
This is it. Well, my team lost.
Fuck. All right, see you guys.